So basically about myself, like I'm a scientist as first, and now I'm becoming a lecturer. So it's only happened literally about a month ago. So I'm really excited about this new role in academia that gives me the chance to, I suppose, keep doing my research, but also, I suppose, teach the next generation of medical students, actually, in my case, but maybe who knows, maybe it could be scientists as well next year or something. So I come from Italy, I come from Tuscany, and I did my undergraduates in Pisa, and then my master as well, and my PhD in Siena and Pisa. And during my PhD, I had to spend a period abroad because that was part of the European project I was working on, and I loved it. I thought like science is a really good way to, I suppose, learn about new countries, moving abroad for a little while, maybe come back as well. In my case, I stayed here in Ireland, but other people might go a little bit abroad for a while, then come back to Italy, for example, come back home, let's say. So I think in generally speaking, science is a really good career if you're curious about not only science itself, but also living somewhere else and knowing other people that think differently from you. And actually, when I moved to Ireland, to be honest, I realized Irish and Italians are quite similar, and we have a lot of things in common, like love of our families and Christmas. We all love Christmas. But anyway, this is off topic. So my career really went from PhD, and then I finished my PhD in Italy, and I came back as a postdoctoral researcher, which basically is the level after your PhD when you become a scientist and you kind of start to establish your own even research, I suppose, line in the lab. And after that, I've been doing that for 6 years, and this year then I applied for a lecturer position, and I was successful in getting that, and I'm really excited to be in the department of in the School of Pharmacy and Biomolecular Sciences, where there is a huge support network, which I really think it's very, very important when you work in science and in academia in general. And I believe it's obviously very important in other careers as well. Here I find the support between peers and also with the, I suppose, supervisors and people that are more senior to you. It's very, very important. And that's those type of skills of communication, those type of skills of leadership are the one that we were talking about for the BSc program. And they really are important for, I suppose, inspire the next generation really, and to establish I would just say a kind of a nice environment where you can work effectively, obviously, but also in a happy way, with a smile on your face, let's say. I think it's very important that women obviously are encouraged to do science. In my experience, there was a huge amount of women during undergraduates, and in my experience here as well, even as PhD students and postdoctoral researcher. The problem then it's a bit of a different story, I suppose, at the higher levels. So while we have great role models in RCSI, generally speaking, we have a lot of, I suppose there is a difference between the amount of women and the presence of women high up in academia. And that's obviously based on, huge amount of research as well. So I suppose one of the most important things when we suggest, we encourage women to take a career in science is to provide a support network that is very, very important for each other. I think generally speaking, humans are social animals, but really women, I think there is something about, I suppose, women friendship and I don't know, something about the networking and something about the collaboration and the support that we give to each other. And I think this is something that is very clear here in PBS and I'm sure across RCSI. So my experience has been very positive so far. Science is not all pink and rosy, and it's hard work, but I think it's very challenging and very, amazing. When you do an experiment and it shows what you were hoping to see, oh my God, it's the best feeling ever. And really, it doesn't happen often. So you better stick with that feeling. But the good thing, I suppose, in academia, and I'm sure it's the same in loads of other careers, is that there is a support for when things don't go the way you're hoping. And that's really, I suppose, key of collaboration and, I suppose having a nice work environment.